So good evening. Day 12 I think this is on the Southwest Coastal Path. This is a bit strange, coming at you from a caravan. I got to a little place called Crackington Haven, bottom of a bit of one of these valleys. I was sat outside a calf because it started raining. It's been threatening all day, but not been too bad. We had a few little showers, but yeah, it started raining, so I sat under the overhang of this calf, got a drink and a bag of crisps. And the lady came out from the calf. They were closing up shop, and she just said, "You can go slay my caravan if you want." Thanks very much, love. And she said, "It's not the Ritz," and she's right. It's not the Ritz, but it's raining still. It's been raining now for 2 hours, so I haven't got to put my tent up. So hey, listen, I wanted to just touch base with you to let you know something that happened this weekend, which has been on my mind all day long. So it's no big secret as to why I'm doing this walk, right? So my mental health completely went into meltdown when we'd sold our business just after lockdown, but I've been suffering with it for some time before that. Completely lost the plot. Well, anyway, that's the reason for me doing the walk, right? So I'm doing this walk to try and raise 100 grand because the MCF, the Masonic Charitable Foundation, have a mental health support program, and that helped me. And it helped me in the ways that I can't explain. It saved my life, without a question of a doubt. It put the tools in place, helped me create a toolbox that when I start slipping, and believe me, on this walk I've slipped a few times where it's been like this, really. It's anyway. I'm on top of it. I've sorted it out. Thanks to that. Well, I'm in this. I went across, as you know, to Newton Abbot, to the Widow's Sons 20th anniversary of their national rally. Won't go into all the Widow's Sons bit. We'll come onto that another day. But I'm going to join these boys when I get back to Lincolnshire. What a bunch of guys! I mean, let's be honest. They are Freemasons. They ride motorbikes. Lots of misconceptions about these fellas because of the way they dress. They wear the leather cuts with the badges, and it's all very much tattooed and bearded. Yeah, but there's a misconception, right? There is a misconception about how they look in terms of Hell's Angels. It's all a load of nonsense, absolute rot. They are good guys, and I have had so much love this weekend from these guys. And not just the Lincolnshire fellas. There was over 600 of them pitched up from all over the place. They'd come from France and Finland and Germany. They were all from all over, as well as obviously from all over the UK and Wales. And anyway, I got told, come and sit on this table over here. We had a proper Masonic meeting, and then in the afternoon there was a presentation to various people. So I just got told by Ozzy, come and sit on this table here. We need you sitting on this table. And I sat with all these other people. Clearly these people were all going to get a handout of some description. And there were some charities there, some amazing things. These people from Life Lights. It was a charity that's very well supported by the Widow's Sons, and I got to find out a little bit more about what they do as a charity. Fascinating stuff. Anyway, and as it was going, people were coming up, getting their check, and they got a chance to speak on the mic, and I was getting really panicked. And hey, listen, it's all part of what's happened here. I never used to be fazed by that sort of stuff. I'd stand up and talk nonsense to anybody, but now I get really anxious about it. It really does. I've got to work on it a lot, right? Anyway, and my turn's not coming. I'm second to last to go, so they're making me sweat for this, right? Goes up there, gets a check for £1,000 for £1,000. Amazing. Finishes it all off. Sit down. I just give them a bit of a brief spiel as to what I'm doing and why. I sat down, and then it's all over. The next people get their check, and the last one was so sad. It was a couple whose son had died as a baby. Oh, it was just, I was a bit emotional because of what they'd just given me. They're giving me £1,000, I mean, it's not for me, is it? It's for the Masonic Charitable Foundation. But anyway, it all got done, and I was talking to the lady from Mental Health Motorbikes who sat next to me, and something I hadn't heard of. I'm going to do a lot of research into that and see what we've got in Lincolnshire. But Mental Health Motorbikes was a cracking organisation by what I could learn from her. And I just said to her, fancy a pint? So I got up and legged it to the bar before it all got busy at the bar. She got dragged off by somebody else to speak. Anyway, this young chap came up to me at the bar, and he went, Chris, I'd love to have a chat with you. So I said, yeah, no problem at all, mate. I'm just getting a pint. As I was waiting for me beer, or waiting in the queue for me beer, he starts telling me he's thanking me for what I've done. And he's getting really emotional. He's filling up. So I'm like, whoa, mate, hang on. Let me get my pint, we'll go outside. So we nipped up outside. And this young man's telling me this story, and it was so raw. The emotion was so incredibly raw. And he's telling me the story of how his mental health has deteriorated, exponentially as he's been getting older and older and older. He's only a young guy, he's only in his 30s. And he never got any help for it, never tried to seek help for it. He's still a serving soldier, so he's still in the army, right? So he hadn't done anything, and then he got to a point where I need to sort this out. So he's gone within the military, within the army, hopeless. He's tried with the NHS, just not working for him. And he listened to the Craftcast. So Craftcast is the official podcast of United Grand Lodge of England. And I got invited down to speak. Sean Butler invited me down to be interviewed on Craftcast when I was at home with this broken bone in my foot at Christmas time, or just after Christmas. And basically all I did there was they asked me some questions, and I just explained what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and explained to them a little bit about that process I went through when I contacted the Masonic Charitable Foundation, because I was just at rock bottom. I was in a very, very dark place, and it was constantly suicidal thoughts and da-da-da-da-da. And I explained that. Well, anyway, this young chap has heard that Craftcast, that interview on Craftcast, and it's the thing that spurred him into getting help. So he's contacted the Masonic Charitable Foundation, and within no time at all, they've got him on a program, and have been working through a longer program than I was on, in fairness. The conversation we had was so raw and so emotional, and he had me in tears, and he's in tears, and we're hugging each other like a pair of girls, surrounded by leather-clad, bearded, tattooed motorcyclists. It's all a little bit, but he got me, because he was clearly so, it just was brutally raw what he's been going through, and bless him, and he's thanking me because it was that one conversation I'd had on Craftcast. And you know what? I kind of think to myself, I've nearly walked 4,000 miles now, and it's been brutal, and it's battered me like you wouldn't believe. It's just, but that one thing that's just happened has made the whole thing worthwhile. That one young man that potentially could have gone to the rope, could have gone to the cliffs, could have gone to the front of that train, and he was there. He was in that place, and just listening to Craftcast, it's just amazing. Absolutely, completely just made my weekend. Just amazing. So anyway, so day 12 today. I went back to Bude yesterday. I got a lift back by Phil. What a top man. We had a great conversation for about just over an hour. He drove me back to Bude. He was heading back to Barnstable. What a lovely guy he was. Just, hey, listen, they were all amazing, these fellas. And hopefully Phil's going to come and walk with me for a bit, but that'd be brilliant if he does while I'm somewhere around on this coast. So anyway, he dropped me back over there. I had a chilled out afternoon. I heard some music coming from a pub, and I'll be honest with you, I'd had a few pints this weekend. I think I've had 3 pints this weekend. So I wasn't really up for a beer, but anyway, I went to this pub because there was music, and they were sitting outside in the garden, and a bloke came over, and shook my hand, Freemason from Bude, invited me to come and sit with his family, and his daughter was singing. It was absolutely lovely. It was cracking. I went up onto the cliffs last night, so I've walked from Bude today to Crackington Haven, where I am now, so only 12 miles today, but it started raining. I'm fairly tired, so I've got myself a caravan to sleep in tonight. So I just wanted to share that with you. And it's what this is all about. It's talking. It's about the conversation. So if you're watching this now and you're feeling a little bit, if you're watching this now and you've gone beyond feeling a little bit, and you're feeling a lot, and you're despairing, and if you are in that place, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into it in any depth. If you're in that feedback loop from hell, as I used to refer to it as, then do you know what? The help is there. The help genuinely is there. There is a lot of help out there, but you've got to ask for it. It's not a cowardly thing to do to ask. The brave thing to do is to ask, and you can get it sorted. You can sort it out, no matter how bad it feels right now. You can nail it on, guys, and you can get it sorted. So please, do me a favour, do you a favour, do your family a favour, and go and get it sorted. Go and speak to somebody, and you can contact me. I've got my contact details are all over the place. I've got no problem at all, day or night. I'm spending most of my time by myself. No problem at all taking a call and having a chat. Right, so listen, take care of yourselves. I'm going to go and wander out because I can't speak to Michelle. The signal here is rubbish. So I'm going to go and have a wander down to the beach there. You can maybe hear the waves. I'm quite right close to the beach. So I can ring the boss and check in. Right, take care, guys. Day 13 tomorrow. Heading down towards Boscastle and Tintagel, home of King Arthur and the Round Table. Right, see you soon. Bye for now.